Kevin Warsh, who is President Donald Trump's pick to lead the U.S. Federal Reserve, is facing intense scrutiny from American senators, especially from the Democratic Party senators. In a confirmation hearing before the Senate Banking Committee, one of the Democrats demanded a probe into the working of the Fed. Things soon turned heated as Senator Elizabeth Warren pressed Warsh on his independence and courage. Warren said Trump had made it clear that Warsh will be his sock puppet.
So Donald Trump has made clear that he does not want an independent Fed. In fact, he has said, and I quote, "Anybody that disagrees with me will never be Fed chairman." And he's made clear that you are his sock puppet, saying last week that interest rates will drop, quote, "when Kevin gets in." Yeah, I think they do. Not when economic conditions change, we'll get lower rates. Not when the economy needs it. Nope. He said, when my guy, Kevin Warsh, is in there, we'll get the interest rates that I, Donald Trump, wants. So independence takes courage. Let's check out your independence and your courage. We'll start easy. Mr. Warsh, did Donald Trump lose the 2020 election?
We try to keep politics, if I'm confirmed, out of the Federal Reserve.
Warsh also faced questions about his alleged links to the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. When it was his turn, during his opening statement, Warsh called for regime change at the U.S. Central Bank. His call for change included a new framework for controlling inflation and a possible overhaul of how the Fed communicates monetary policy decisions to the public.
So let me be very clear. Monetary policy independence is essential. Monetary policy makers must act in the nation's interest. Their decisions the product of rigor, deliberation, and unclouded decision-making. And as Senator Warren said, I do not believe that independence of monetary policy is threatened when elected officials state their views on rates. Fed independence is up to the Fed.
The 56-year-old lawyer and financier previously served on the Fed's Board of Governors, where he had a reputation of being hawkish. Warsh has repeatedly argued for lower interest rates amid the fear of inflation. If appointed, Warsh will succeed the current Federal Reserve Chair, Jerome Powell, whose term ends in May. Trump and Powell have clashed repeatedly, particularly over interest rates.